Hi guys, my name's Lily and this is my first video content piece for my personal brand ThoughtSplash. If you're not familiar with ThoughtSplash, it is a health, wellness, spirituality, and enlightened ideas brand. I will link our website down below if you're interested in checking us out. Thanks. All right, without further ado, let's step into today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 love languages. So the 5 love languages are a love and relationship philosophy originally introduced by Dr. Gary Chapman, who is a marriage and relationship counselor. He has used his philosophy to help couples reach relationship success in the many years that he's been coaching. So let's start with defining a love language. A love language refers to the way in which we prefer to give and receive love. There are 5 love languages, and they are as follows: physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gift giving and receiving, and acts of service. So now I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about each of the 5 love languages, giving you an idea of what they mean, what they look like. All right, so the first love language we're going to be talking about is physical touch. So physical touch is basically exactly what it sounds like. People with a physical touch love language need that physical contact in order to feel safe and secure in their relationships. What I mean by that is these people place an increased emphasis on physical intimacy with their partner. That means things like hugging, kissing, hand holding, maybe massages, watching each other's hair, getting down to business, if you know what I mean. Anything and everything that's physical is these people's forte. So they really require this physical contact with their partner in order to feel safe, secure, happy, intimate, etc. These are the kinds of people that you can't just tell how you feel to. You can't just say things like, "Oh babe, I love you," or you can't just go out and do things for them as a way to show your affection. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't do either of these things. You should definitely tell your partner how you feel for them, and you should definitely do things for each other. But what I'm saying is that these people really, really thrive when they are given physical love from their partner. So that's going to be the primary way that they're going to want you to show them your love. So the second love language is words of affirmation. People with a love language in words of affirmation need more verbal reassurance than their counterparts, meaning these people are the kind to really thrive off of compliments and emotional vulnerability, you telling them how you feel verbally. These people really do well when they are encouraged verbally. So, you know, pretty much anything from, "Babe, you look so great with your hair up, I love it," to, you know, "You make me feel so amazing when I'm with you, and being with you just is the most incredible experience," to, "Oh babe, I'm so proud of you for that promotion you got at work. I know you've been working really hard lately, and I wanted you to know that I noticed that." So things like that are really going to be what these people thrive off of, what these people need in order to feel like they're really being loved by their partner. It's not that the other things don't matter, it's just that this is the way, specifically verbally is the way that they prefer to give and receive love from their partners. The third love language is quality time. And people with a love language in quality time really place an emphasis on physical, quality, memorable moments with their partner. So what that means is people with a love language and quality time are more likely to get upset if, say, you're spending some time together and you're on your phone the whole time, or you are dividing your attention and you are not giving them your full attention. These people are very sensitive to that. These people need periods of undivided attention, periods of memorable moments with you, and they just basically want to sincerely connect. People with a quality time love language really appreciate, going out, traveling, going and having an adventure, going on a date, maybe a picnic. Intimate quality moments with each other are what make these people feel very safe in a relationship. The next love language that we're going to talk about is acts of service. So acts of service are the doers in relationships. These are the people that say, well, I show my love by the things I do for my partner. So basically, these people are the exact opposite of the people who have a love language in words of affirmation, right? Because those people are verbal. Those people like to say how they feel. Well, people with a love language in acts of service like to do things to show their partners how they feel. People with this love language might get up early and make their partner breakfast, or go and get them a coffee and bring it back to them while they're getting ready. Just small acts that show their partner just how much they love them. Another example of this might be something like, if your partner's having a stressful day and doesn't have a lot of time, maybe taking their car to a car wash to get washed while they take care of something else at home. These are all examples of how people with a love language in quality time show their love and want to be shown love in the context of a relationship. The last category is going to be gift giving and receiving. So people with a love language in gifts is pretty self-explanatory. These people feel most loved when their partner has put time, energy, and thought into picking out the perfect gift for them. Something meaningful, something personal. These people really place an emphasis on the physical, tangible items of love. So people with a love language in gift receiving, might appreciate an engraved watch that is something they've been talking about for so long, and they really wanted this watch, and you took the time to go and get that watch, to have it engraved with a special message, and then to bestow that gift to them. Another example would be bringing your date flowers and chocolate. These physical gifts are what shows this person that you love them. So those are the 5 love languages in a nutshell. By now you're probably asking yourself, why is it so important for me to know these love languages? And why is it so important for me to know my love language? So the reason that it's so important to be aware of the love languages and to know both your and your partner's love language is because if you don't know your partner's love language, what you're going to intuitively and automatically do is you're going to love them in your love language. So let me give you an example. If my love language is physical touch, the way that I'm going to show my partner that I love them is by being very physically affectionate towards them. If they come home and I see that they've had a hard day, I might go rub your shoulders for you, give you a little massage. Let's wind down. And if that person that I'm dating has a love language in, let's say, words of affirmation, then it's not that they won't enjoy the massage or the physical affection, but it's that maybe all they really needed in that moment was for me to tell them, I'm so proud of you for putting up with the stress at work. I see that you're working really hard. I know that it's been difficult, and I'm just so proud of you, and you're doing an amazing job. That would be an example of what they needed, not a back rub. So the point of this is, if you don't know your partner's love language, you will love them in yours. And unless you two have the same love language, which is obviously the best case scenario, but is not usually or always realistic for most couples, then this is going to backfire because they have a different love language than you. So that's why it's so crucial and important to know that person's love language and for them to know your love language. Let me give you another example just to illustrate this point home a little bit further. Let's say that my love language is quality time, but my partner works a lot and we don't really get to spend a lot of quality, intimate moments together. So my partner, who has a love language in gifts, goes and he, takes the time to get this very personalized gift for me, and he comes and he brings it to me. I'm gonna love the gift, But that's not what I needed. What I needed was more time together. And if that's not communicated, I'm just going to keep receiving these gifts and I'm not going to receive what I actually need, which is that time with my partner, which could lead to me feeling lonely and unsatisfied in my relationship. The key point you want to take from this video is to love your partner in their love language, not your own. I cannot stress this enough. Love your partner in their love language, not your own. Because if we don't know any better, we will all love our partners in our own love language. And like I said before, unless they have the same love language that we do, which is not always the case, then it's not going to work. This person is going to feel like they are not getting what they need, and they are not going to be able to communicate why that is a lot of the time. So that's why it is so crucial and important for us all to be aware of each other's love languages. To learn more about the love languages, and you would like to discover what your individual love language is, as well as what your partner's love language is, you can head over to Dr. Gary Chapman's website. I'm not affiliated with him. This is not a paid promotion, but you can head over to his website, which I have linked in the description box below, and you can take his carefully curated quiz, which will tell you exactly what love language you are, from primary love language all the way to your least important love language. So basically, they're going to be ranked in a tier structure. Primary love language is, let's say, physical touch, followed by words of affirmation, followed by quality time, followed by acts of service, and lastly, gifts. That's just one example of the order in which this could go. So it's quite comprehensive and can really help you and your partner. I really suggest learning your love language. It is going to be the key to fostering a more successful and a happier relationship with your partner. It's going to be the key to fostering clearer communication, better outcomes, and it can really make all of the difference. And it's such a simple thing. So head over to Gary Chapman's website, take that quiz, and learn your love language. All right, see you next time.